Interview time. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Precious.
And how do you like this Summer Media Institute?
Pretty good.
What else do you have to say about it?
We have fun.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Kayla.
What's your project going to be about?
We're doing... Wait, I'm kind of blanking right now. We're doing Native American art from past to like contemporary stuff, so it'll be pretty good. Petroglyphs were the first paintings done by Native Americans. Images of people, animals, and spiritual beings were carved or painted in caves and on cliff faces. Eventually, animal hides replaced caves as a canvas. Stories of hunting and fighting were depicted on the hides. Navajo tribes created sand paintings as a religious act. The designs were thought to be gateways to the gods. Today, modern artists have adopted Western painting styles and mediums to portray their people while maintaining some traditional designs and images.
I use my identity as a Native person and my experiences growing up in an urban setting to create stories.
The colonial U.S. government came here and took away everything that we had and everything that we knew, and then they built all this stuff without anybody's permission. And I do graffiti. I write on anything that I want to. I paint on anything that I want to, and I practice all the time. And I mean, as a Native man, I feel like it's my right and maybe even my duty to go ahead and just paint on everything.
There tends to be two kinds of representations for Native people in the film industry, and that's either the noble savage, they call it, which is can be either a man or a woman, but they always are best friends with the white hero, and they're always accepting assimilation and helping with that process. And you have the ignoble savage, which is usually someone who's really supporting their own community and trying to fight for sovereignty, but they get depicted in the film as violent reactionaries, something for mainstream, which in this case is almost an always white community of people trying to settle a nation.
Hi, you want to know why he's dressed like this? You want to know why he's dressed like this?
You know, the way the Illini guy goes and does his little dance out there. Yeah, I think that's it's kind of offensive to me because that isn't a ceremony for one. We shouldn't even be doing that, you know. We do ceremonies, we don't go and publicize ourselves like that. And I think it's just a joke, man, you know. It's making fun of us. It's disrespectful to our Native people, you know, our country.
Alcohol, for number one, is one of our major problems here.
Drug abuse, violence in families, domestic abuse, sexual abuse.
Not learning how to parent and interact, and then those things come to bear on the children and the grandchildren of those people.
My own personal family, you can go back 5 generations before there were 2 parents parenting the children. So like my grandpa was raised by his grandparents because his mother had been in boarding schools and didn't know how to parent. And then my grandfather raised my mother and her sister. A lot of it was like a combination of alcoholism and just not knowing how to be a parent.
They feel disconnected from the generation that is, previous to them, so their parents or even their grandparents. You get this kind of division between the young generation and then the generation directly preceding them, and people don't know why.
It's like it affects on education and growing up and self-esteem and self-image, and those things can lead to people falling into bad habits, messing with alcohol or drugs.
Being one of the poorest tribes, we don't have the financial stability to keep the tribe, to keep jobs and economic development, to keep our programs running like that. We just don't have the capital.
All kinds of violence within the communities that say it's okay to live in trauma. And so when they see something awful happening, they think that that's just the way that life is.